We've been waiting for this game all season. It's the Jamal Adams revenge game against our New York Jets. The Jets are going to be without their new star wide receiver, Denzel Mims. Let's take a look at this matchup. Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Guys, let's talk a little bit about this game. I was hoping to be a little more amped up for a revenge game with Jamal Adams than this. We are 0-12. It has not been a good season for the New York Jets, and Jamal Adams and the Seahawks seem like they are poised to be going to at least deep in the playoffs, potentially a Super Bowl over there. So it's a little, bitter if I'm a Jets fan. But at the same time, if we get Trevor Lawrence and we're 0-16, then maybe everything is all well and good. But let's see. Let's take a look at this game. Denzel Mims, our star wide receiver that we got in the second round this year, is going to be out for this game. He's dealing with a family emergency down in Texas. So even if he were to come back before the game, he still would not be able to play because he's out of the NFL COVID-19 protocol. So he'd have to spend a few days in that before being able to play again. So he's definitely out for this week, which is unfortunate because he's had 6 weeks in a row of him just balling out. And we haven't really given him enough targets. I'd love to see him get 8, 9, 10 targets in a game just to see what this guy can do. It seems like anytime the ball's around him, he's catching it. So I'm a little disappointed. He's really the main focus that I've been watching these games for, along with Mekhi Becton. At least with Becton playing, you can kind of have a little bit of fun and hopefully see him pancake some players. Maybe he can pancake Jamal. That's the only thing I can hope for right now, because I was hoping Denzel Mims would somehow get on coverage or get covered by Jamal Adams and he would just cross him up or catch a ball over his head, and that would just make me feel warm and fuzzy. I wouldn't care if we lose, but at least if we can kind of make Jamal look a little silly, that would make me feel pretty good as well. Now, let's move on to Jamal, because this is going to be a big topic leading up to this game, and Jamal's thrown a little bit of shade this way. Last week he made the comment about being a little bit bitter losing to a New York team in the Giants. So I don't foresee the Seahawks losing to the Jets this week. I think it's just they're going to be angry that they lost to the Giants last week, and they're going to come out and they're probably going to thump us. But Jamal Adams, he missed a few games this season, and he's already just a half a game or a half a sack behind the all-time leader in sacks for a season. That's Adrian Wilson by a defensive back, that is. So Jamal Adams needs half a sack to tie that record. And if you've watched the Jets this season, we are like 25th in the league in allowing sacks. So more than likely, he's probably going to break this record against us. Which would have been, why couldn't he just get one more sack against the Giants? Like that would have been nice, to the point where at least I don't have to worry about the record being broken on us. More than likely, because he missed so much time this year, I think he's probably going to break the record next year as well. Like, I think he's, with a full season, he'll get double-digit sacks pretty easily. And look, he's been fantastic. He's really good around the line of scrimmage. He's basically, it's hard to even call him much of a safety. He's really more of a linebacker that covers reasonably well. Even though he got turned around by Stefon Diggs. So hopefully I want to make him look a little bit bad. Like, I hope Mekhi Becton pancakes his ass and just, like, we run over the left side of that line, which is really going to be the key to this game, the offensive lines and the defensive lines, because the Seattle Seahawks have been pretty bad at protecting Russell Wilson all season. I think he's been sacked 40 times or something like that. I believe that's second worst in the league, third worst in the league. So the Jets are going to be able to apply pressure. So this could be a big game for Quinnen Williams and John Franklin Myers and those guys up front. Hopefully they can get some pressure on him. On the Jets side of the ball, our offensive line has been a little suspect at times. It's fun to watch Mekhi Becton. Hopefully the running game can get going, because last week the Giants had a lot of success on the ground. And if the Jets continue to run behind Highway 77, the big ticket, maybe they will make this game a little bit closer than it otherwise should be. But then you talk about the Jets secondary and the Seahawks passing game. And DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett are so good. So good. I really like DK coming out of that draft. I was actually on board with taking him third overall instead of Quinnen Williams until we got like a little close, and they're like, no, that's a gross, over drafting or whatever. I really liked him. Jets didn't have a second round pick, so we didn't have the opportunity to take him other than that third overall pick. So I like DK. I think he's going to roast us. We have not done well with those burners, as you could obviously see with Henry Ruggs last week. But hopefully our Jets can find a way to lose, make it look better, maybe make Jamal Adams look a little silly. That's all I'm looking for this week. A loss having Jamal Adams look a little silly. And then if he could not get the sack record against us, that would be kind of nice. I don't want to see him like kind of sound off after the game. But I don't know. Guys, let me know what you think of this matchup down below in the comments. And as always, go Jets.